But just the same, I'll leave MMA with that, and we go to the world of beach volleyball. We're going to beach volleyball because it's our wheel house. So, got a lot to talk about. We got actually first let's announce all of the division winners. Florida State won the division. They beat LSU. They're going to the NCAAs, but so is LSU as the third and fourth seed. UCLA beat USC to secure the Pac-12. UCLA only has 3 losses at 28-3. All 3 of their losses to USC. So they're respectively 1 and 2. LMU won the WCC championships. Second consecutive year. There was a COVID year last year, but 2019 they beat Pepperdine twice, and this year is more of the same. They beat Pepperdine again. So they're going in as the 5th seed. They were ranked 5th nationally, so they're most likely going to play LSU first. Cal Poly under Todd Rogers secured the Big West, beating Hawaii. They played Hawaii 3 times. They got knocked into the losers bracket and then had to face them double elimination twice. All 3 duels were decided 3-2. So that's how it's tightly and hot contested. So the at-large bid, Stanford's in, and TCU, Hector gets in. He did a really good job this year. So congratulations to Hector. And congratulations to Stanford coach Fuller. Now, Stanford getting into this playoff kind of left me curious. Like, okay, they won 20 games, but were they really that good? Okay. But them coming in as the 6th seed, higher than Cal Poly and TCU, I kind of had a bigger problem with that. This is what the brackets look like. And I want you to pick me a winner. I want you to, who do you like, Rob?
I mean, I'm not gonna pick favorites, but I like I don't know. I like USC.
You like USC?
Yeah.
I like USC. I think Dane does a really good job at like self-correcting. I like USC too. I'm actually trying to find. I covered WCCs, right? Congratulations to John Mayer winning his 2nd, whatever, and I think he deserves Coach of the Year because you never see the rock star players, right? You that everybody else has, and this and that. So his ability to do more with less till finally he has more with more. Got to give him the rub. So this is John Mayer. Hey, we talked about process preparation. We talked about doing it the hard way 2 years ago. So you can do it the easy way now because the hard, as you mentioned, hard way is training, preparation, physical and mental, time in the weight room. Your thoughts on this victory over Pepperdine to secure the WCC?
Excited for the team, excited for all the girls that lost their season last year. You know, they got a chance to come back. We had 5 of them who lost their senior year. And they got to be out here and they got to compete. And they really earned it. It was cool. Ia, who lost her senior year, she got to get the win for us. So really, really excited for them. And it's not easy to win a conference championship. And
no, it isn't.
It was stressful, but we found a way.
Yeah, like you said, your last season got shut down by the pandemic. So I'm sure someone like you use this as an opportunity to get better, be better versions of yourself. What were some of the things between last season and now that you saw significant improvement in the pairs? Maybe highlighting 1 or 2 players. Something I know you're not comfortable doing, but I'm putting you on the spot.
Yeah, I mean, Savannah Slattery, her and Jessie Pritchard formed a really, really good team together. You could see they were played under a lot of pressure there. We went until all the way to the 30s, but
what an exciting match.
Yeah, they get the best out of each other, so they know how to do that.
I think they're the best pair 3 in the country. I think they only lost like 2 matches, or something like that. A head scratcher against California, and
beat just about everybody. Yeah, they've been good. So they've been a real strength in our lineup. 2 seniors, so that's been cool. Yeah.
John, congratulations and good luck going to Gulf Shores. You deserve it if anyone's earned it.
Thanks.
Okay.
We're just gonna focus on playing our best no matter what. Whoever is on the other side, it doesn't matter. We're just focused on each other.
So you got Gulf Shores coming up. You had a lot of opportunities in the previous years, and here you are in your graduate year going to where you feel you deserve. Some of your outlook against some of the competition that you know you're going to be going against.
Yeah, I mean, we're going to take every game one team at a time. We wanted to make the tournament this year, but we want to win the tournament. We know that we've worked super hard to get there, so we're going in and we want to win. We're not satisfied with just going.
Hey,
Athlete of the year here.
Yes.
Athlete of the year.
Hey, congratulations. Your physical and mental preparation, that's the hard way, made today the easy way. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Cool.
Yeah, so congratulations to LMU. She's a grad student, so I was the director of operations, and I was there in 2018, and I've seen her as a sophomore and just watch her become a better version of herself. So, Rob, you as an active player, once you go to college and once you enter your junior year, your high school resume doesn't mean anything anymore. Like, you look at some of these bios, 4-letter winner, this is first team, won this for states, first team All-American, this MVP. And once you're in your junior year, from your junior year all the way up to your post-graduation, nobody cares. And I'm not trying to be cold, but it's equivalent to me auditioning for like a play. Do they care what play I did in high school? No, they don't care about my high school play. No, once you're a junior, whatever, they care about your college productions because those are professional, professionally run, and they're well financed, of course. But congratulations to LMU, and I'm with you. I think somehow, some way, USC they improved their lower pairs. Tina Granita's back, from FIVB Cancun. She left the third one to go back and to play the Pac-12. Well-coached team. Stein Metzger, good job. Jenna Johnson, great assistant coach. But my coach here is John Mayer. So, Rob, speaking of Cancun, this is for the fans. All of the fans who voted from 6 different group sites, I asked them, what is your favorite match out of the 3 Cancuns? Right? Got the dogs barking about who I'm picking, right?
That's right.
So, Rob, these are as voted by the fans, these are your top 5 Cancun matches. This is number 5. This is Nick. That's Phil. They had to face Mull and Sorum, who's the best team of the world. And Mull, this is one of the reasons why. That man blocks. That man serves aces. He's great peel off the dig as you see right here on the wrist away. But Phil and Nick were not going out like that. It was their best performance. I seen them perform in 2 years. At least 2 years, Nick with the left. But unfortunately, wrong place, wrong time against the wrong team. So sometimes your best performance is not enough against some people. And Mullensorum pulling out the third set, 15-13. Congratulations to them. That's number 5. Rob, number 4, that's Rebecca. That's Anna Patricia. And that is the great, incomparable Kerry Walsh. This one went to 3 sets, 2 evenly matched teams as Kerry puts one down on an open net. Little bit of controversy when the game was tied. There was a ball that Kerry thought was out. She really kind of gave the referee a tongue lash, and there's the replay. That ball's clearly out. That kind of cost some teams their match, but Kerry and Brooke hung in there. That ball was out for real, and they scored the big upset over the number 3 team in the world. This is number 3. That's Sharif. That's Ahmed. That's Qatar. Facing the best team in the world, Mull and Sorum. I got a whole bunch of highlights, but I only needed 2. This is set point opportunity for number 1. Mull closes up shop on a nice rally. And this is match point opportunity. Bouncer off the head. Recovered by Christian. Sorum's one cross court. 22-20, 21-19. Winners 2-0. And the first meeting in the finals. This is number 2. That's Agatha and Duda. That's Artacho and Clancy. Down 1-0. Down 18-12 in the second set. The Aussies come back. This is set 3. This is tight situation ball. This is 11-11. That ball was called in, and they survive. This is match point. Duda, cut back, line, out. That's the match. No, the ref calls in. So that's 2 breaks, given more breaks than Lindsay Lohan and Court were the Brazilians. And now she's like, what the heck do I have to do to win the match? And the referee's like, This time, trickles into the net, so do their hopes. The Aussies win their first in Cancun on their 3rd try. Winners, 2-1, 16-14. She can't believe it. That girl looks like Miranda, which goes to number 1. This is a unanimous number 1, Crab versus Crab. This is a night game, and great highlights to actually decide. This is 26 up in the game to 21. Nobody wanted to give up the goods. This was one at the 10-foot line. Gibb finishes at the 10-foot line. One of the crabs, the other crabs doesn't crab, and Gibb is like, I'm out of here. There's a block, great cover, but an even better bring back for a free ball situation. Big mistake on Gibbs' part, but dodged the bullet because they did not execute their set. That is the end of the first set, 28-26. This is match point. This is everything you need to know about this match. That's cross court. That is Gibb, Jake Shaggerdig. Gibb, should I say. Free ball, match point. Trevor says, this time stay down, little brother. Trevor, winners. Try, winners. 15-13, and that's my number one pick, and those are your top 5 Cancun matches of the 3-week tournament of the FIVB 4-star. Rob, what an exciting week, man. It was a great week to be a volleyball fan. It was a great week to be a volleyball coach. It was a great week to be a volleyball player who's also a fan. I'm a commentator and a fan. It's a fantastic weekend. So my question to you, there's always one that I left out. What was your one?
It would just be when the Australians beat Alex and April. Because again, I think they're 1A, 1B with Canada. So yeah, it's great to win the tournament, and win the tournament's really important at that time. But for the future, going into the Olympics, it's really important to get big wins against these big teams, because those are the teams that you're going to be facing, and only those teams. You're not going to be able to get rolling against some easier teams and then be able to face those big guys. You got to face them from the pool play to the crossovers into the final round of 16, 32, 16, and 8. So.
No doubt. Yeah, listen, hey, that first time that they beat them in the first tournament, I thought that was sending a message. But when they did it the second time in that third tournament, the first one was my favorite one too. But the third one wasn't really much my favorite because the scores weren't even close. It was 15 and like 12 or something like that. And it wasn't sending a message anymore to them. It was just like business as usual. We it's nice that we got this victory, but we got bigger fish to fry, and surely they did. And that resulted into them winning the first their first of the 3. So my favorite team in Cancun was Agatha and Duda. They got 1 medal for each whatever. They got the bronze the first tournament, the gold the second one, and the silver the third. My favorite men's team, got to go with Mullen Surum, but God, my heart goes to Qatar, man, watching them dudes do that thing. Come on, did they not earn the love and respect and recognition from the people who do not get a chance to see them play? Right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, no doubt. So ladies and gentlemen, the winners of the beach tournament, they called it the Clash Grass Threes tournament, heavily favored to be won by Evan Corey, Cody Caldwell, and Andy Benesh. But after losing 21-12, the local boys came through and won at the end. Those local boys are Brett Anima, Caden Nepper, and Johnny. You say it with me because you met him in Long Beach. Luchton, perfect. These are the 3 winners. I actually had a chance to talk to one of those winners, and here it is.
But kind of after the first set, we just kind of settled down and decided we had to go with more aggressive serves to get them out of system. Otherwise, it was going to be another 21-12 game. So we came out. Caden was on fire with his jump serves, and I decided to get a couple jump serves out, and Brett was just working on placement with his float serves. Everyone knows how to hit, blocking, pretty good out there. So that's what we needed to lock into, come back and take the next 2 from them.
What was something that you guys did in game 3 that you thought put you over the top? Was there a particular 1 or 2 plays or just a rhythm that a series of plays?
I think it's probably going to come down to Caden serving, and Caden and Brett, they've played together for a while now, and their connection is it's unreal. So I mean, every team we played all weekend, they knew Brett was probably getting 90% of the sets, and I learned very quickly that my job was just to focus on serve receive. So pretty much the game plan, I got serve majority of the time too, because my serve receive can be very shaky at times. So I just tried to dial in on that, and Caden and Brett, they had the connection going. So that's really what carried us.
Yeah. Hey, like they said about the 2008 Olympic gold medal team, great systems beat great players.
Yeah. And I mean, all in all, it's just a great time. We walked in there, I mean, us included, we didn't expect to win. We just were there to have fun, battle, and kind of show people what we got. But it was a good weekend for us.
Johnny, has to be the most liberating feeling in the world, right? Not caring if you win or lose and then win. John, thank you so much for your time.
Yeah, thanks for having me, Jason.
Cool dude, man. Cool dude. You said you met him or played with him at some point?
Yeah,
once
when I
or
was
twice?
younger in high school, we played on the same club team. He was a couple years younger than I. But yeah, good guy. I've seen him a couple times over in for nationals, like 5 years ago and stuff like that. I mean, me being all the way out here, I don't see him all the time. I actually know Brett as well. I played with Brett in Long Beach City College before he went to, I believe it was Concordia.
Yeah.
And then onwards and upwards. So yeah, small world volleyball is.
Yeah, it is. Big up to these guys. Congratulations on the victory. Just a overall fun day. AVP kind of did it again with grass. Thank you, Kevin Knight, for actually brokering the deal. The man who knows people and arranged the meeting. I got a chance to talk to him and some other people, and I got a chance to watch the entire match, which, thanks to Evan Corey, the live stream, his 1080p, man. The kid is, as far as getting his brand out there, man, he's doing the right thing. He's like a mini me if I were an active player, right? I'm like retired and I'm doing it. So great job, everybody, and that's the end of volleyball. And now we go to our next topic. Rob, I bring you to shame or not to shame.
Shame. Shame. Shame. Shame. Shame.
That and that. Rob, what's up, man?
What's happening?
That's what happens when you tech your own show. Rob, to shame or not to shame? The NCAA's in Gulf Shores said, with student athlete safety at the forefront during an ongoing COVID-19 pandemic, public ticket sales and media will not be allowed on site for the championship. Shame or no shame?
I mean, shame because they had done it the weekend before. I think the real shame is that they had done it the weekend before or 2 weekends before. Alabama is not the greatest place at the moment in the regards to keeping those guidelines up. And it's difficult, when you have, that high heat, you have people that want to get into air-conditioned areas. It's going to be a closed area. So I just think it's difficult before we understand more, before we understand where the vaccinations and all these things are going and what happens to people getting readmitted or that can get it again. I just think there's too many questions out there. And I have to say that no shame for now, but I think it's a shame that they're making two different decisions on two different weekends.
Yeah. And honk the horn, boy. All right, so Rob, it's like this. Rob McLean, if Alabama's home football games had no fans and no media, I would have said no shame. And that's an NCAA team, okay? That's not a professional team, and SEC is not its own league, it's NCAA. If the NCAA didn't have fans inside their stadium for March Madness or media, I would say no shame. But now you have beach volleyball, which is a 2-on-2 event where only tennis and golf are the only two safer sports to play in an outdoor environment where the wind blows COVID out of your way with athletes that are not only inoculated, with not only athletes that are not only tested rigorously. You're trying to tell me that you can't have fan and media participation in a sport like that? Honk the horn, boy. Shame. Shame. Damn, I mean, come on, man. Did you see half of Alabama's games last year? And that's when the pandemic had a spike. Come on. And everybody's like, no, but people are messaging me like, Jay, don't blame Alabama, blame the NCAA. I am blaming the NCAA because the NCAA said it was okay for Alabama to do it, and SEC teams to do it. We know what it's about, right?
And money.
Look, the biggest lie and truth is that the NCAA is supposed to be a money-making business. No, the reality is it is a money-making business for two big sports, okay? Now, what it's supposed to be is supposed to be a leadership development thing, and a fellowship thing for college athletes, okay? Now, Division I, the higher division is going to generate interest to fans, and of course, it's going to the money's going to follow that. So